I knew I had to put John behind me, but I needed closure. I needed to find out why he did it. And what is it that Lucy had that I didn't have? That's when I started to dig into her. John started talking to her during the time we were dating, but I couldn't find much about her. I found her Facebook page and all her social media page, but her pictures and history were just from a few years ago. I tried every background check website I knew, but all I did was hit dead ends after dead ends. I could not find anything about her childhood, where she came from, or what school she went to. She was basically a ghost, which was very alarming. And so I wanted to dig deeper. I reached out to John's best friend Greg, who surprisingly was one of the only people that held John accountable for his actions. Greg was a great guy, and he agreed to help me as he was the sheriff of the town we lived in. Greg ran facial recognitions and all that fancy stuff that detectives do, but still we could not find much except that one girl that Lucy posted on her Facebook a couple of times. We found her home address and name and went there. The minute she heard us mention Lucy's name, she told us to come in and said that she knew that day would come. She saw the sheriff and assumed that we were both from the police. She explained to us that her and Lucy had been friends since high school, but they had not talked in a while due to the dangerous changes that Lucy had made to her life. But as she talked about Lucy, she kept referring to her as Mel, and it was only right for me to ask why. Turns out Lucy's real name was Melissa. Lucy had changed her name, and that's not the only thing she changed. Lucy's friend showed us pictures of them in high school, and boy, did she look different, and I am not talking about a glow up. Lucy had completely changed her appearance. As Greg and I went through the photo album, we saw a picture of Lucy on prom night with a boy who seemed to look a lot like John. I was shocked, and I pointed it out to Greg. I aggressively asked Lucy's friend who the boy Lucy was with in the picture, and she told me it was John, Lucy's old boyfriend from high school. I wasn't sure how to act in that moment. I ran outside for a few minutes to try to process what I just saw and heard. I came back into the house wanting to know more. As I asked the woman more questions, she became suspicious and told us we had to leave.
変わり果てた世界